Grand Prix for Wrangler. How do you feel?
I feel very released.
Why is that?
I feel drunk first, and feel good. Feels good. Feels good to get on stage for that. Yeah,
How difficult of a project was that to sell through?
it was really difficult to bet on it because in this kind of festival, usually if you want to win in print, you have to do a question in the visual and an answer on the lower right corner. Either the logo is answering or the tagline or is answering to that question. And if you get out of this model, you take risk to not be even in the shortlist. So we were thinking that well, with We Are Animal, we might be either the big hit or nothing. We're like really in the middle. We are more expecting nothing, and we got the Grand Prix. So that's great. I'm really happy, and really happy also because we really try to anytime we can. We really try to make like advertising a bit bigger than what it is. You know, a bit raise kinds of subjects behind the ads. We try to do that. We love to do that. And on the We Are Animal platform, it is saying more than just buy my denims. You know, it's saying something about humans, something about society, something about something fundamental. So it's a cruise for the brand. It's a quest for the brand. So it's something that can really gather people and can really create debates. So it gives a bigger role. You know, it creates a bigger role to it gives a bigger role to advertising. So I'm really happy that the jury understood that. I think we were also very lucky to have guys like Jerry Graff, like David Lubas in the jury this year. You know, it really helped to raise up the standards, and those guys are really thinkers about advertising. So they really didn't get too much scam win, and they really those guys really pay attention about the thinking behind the ads, and so that really helped us also. And I think we were lucky also because we were lucky to have this, I could say, this crisis, because this kind of statement, like "We are animal," claiming we are animal, is interesting by itself, but it's even more interesting when the human society collapses. You know, so.
Well, tell me, what is it saying? What is the campaign saying? Tell us the thinking behind it.
It is just trying to connect. You know, Wrangler is an amazing American brand, more Central America than coast, and it carries all the values of America, like Central America. It's very linked to the cowboy myth, cowboy, and so which is great, which really built the brand, a fantastic brand. And still today, when you watch Eurosport, you can see cowboy doing rodeo with the Wrangler staff. So that's amazing to build a brand, but now to connect with European youth, because that was the point of that campaign, to really connect with the European youth. The cowboy myth wasn't talking to these guys. It was almost like, well, you know, but that's my father, you know, like liking the cowboy, it's my father. It's a white cliche of the father, rock, Central America. So that really didn't touch the youth in Europe. So we were trying to find a concept that would respect what Wrangler fundamentally is, but would stretch it and bring it to a new audience. And that's what we tried to do. And so in the process, there was a competition in between Mother London and 180 in Amsterdam, two really great agencies that we respect. And so it was a very honest pitch. I think every agency really tried to do its best for this brand, and not pitch to win, but really pitch to really honestly bring something interesting to the brand. And at one point we found that logo of a horse written with Wrangler letters, and it was a very like kitsch, you know, logo of the 60s or the 70s. But really, when we saw that logo, we said, okay, that's what we have to do. We have to shift from the cowboy to the animal, from the horse, you know, from the cowboy to the horse. So from the human's value and the cowboy to the animal and everything that is good in the animal. So the animal inside us. And we saw that could really connect with European youth, and that could also be very stretchable and sustainable as a platform. And also very coherent with the nature of denim. Because when you wear denim, you're more natural. That's why, you know, Levi's is on freedom, for instance. Because you're just more natural to sit wherever and to just be yourself. So it's very linked to your fundamental nature, denim. So that was also like connecting with the category, with something you can say in this category. It was a bit boldy. Sorry?
What inspired the execution? Give me a sense of how you guys decided on the way to shoot the ads.
Yeah, we were like just crazy of the work of Ryan McGinley. He's an American artist, and that we really love in Europe. I think in America too, he's very famous. His work is about that. It's about really bringing people into some place where things happen in a very spontaneous way, and in a very trying to create a moment where things happen, real things happen, not intellectual things, more true things. And so it was really, also very edgy, like very, exactly the guy of the moment. You know, like you want this picture, the reality of this picture is just beautiful, and just stick with the moment. It's just perfect on time, and so we are like really big fans of Ryan McGinley. So it was just the perfect project for him, and so because we could really give him the freedom he needs, you know, to express himself and to. And so it was an amazing adventure. You know, we went for 2 nights in New Jersey with 12 models, doing crazy things for 2 nights. It was freezing like hell. Like we were all wearing North Face jacket like this, and the models were naked. And like for 2 nights, like really, it was so cold, and we were asking so much to the models that they were amazing. They gave us so much. They really committed to the project. Everybody committed to that project, and everybody got mad for 2 nights, crazy mad for 2 nights. We brought back 5,000 pictures. So there was Ryan McGinley shooting and his assistant, Tim Barber, shooting. And I love the way they work because they don't really frame the pictures. They keep the spontaneity. They just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, like 2 axes, 2 angles, and 2 different value of frames. And then we do the work back in the edit. It's when we edit the picture that we reframe them, we crop them, and we select them. Out of 5,000 pictures, we select like 10 pictures. So it was a lot of work behind in editing. But the good thing in this method is that I think it's very modern. It's very digital method. You know, you can shoot how many pictures you want. You don't care about how many pictures you shoot, just shoot and shoot and shoot. And the good thing is that things happen when you do that, because you grab a moment, you grab the reality of an emotion, you grab something in the face, you grab, and that spontaneity allows also a lot of experimental stuff. You know, any idea you have during the shoot. So we had, or Ryan had, or team had, you know, or the client also, we could just experiment it and just do it, and just in a very, you know, flawless way, in a very cool way. And so so it was a very creative process. I really loved it.
What are your hopes for the rest of the week?
I don't know. I don't want to hope. I want to be satisfied now with the Grand Prix. You know, I want first to enjoy that. That's good enough. Okay.